Hey guys, welcome back to the Montreal Expos franchise into the second month of Season 4. As we start off May, let's go over the stats of how the players are doing so far in the lineup and in the pitching rotation. There's going to be a couple things you see within these stats that are kind of alarming. Wander Franco's having a decent year, but look at Austin Meadows. He leads the team with 10 home runs and 26 RBIs, but a 219 average. Very, very uncharacteristic from him. It's very strange. Ian Happ's doing decent, 271. He's got 7 home runs, 25 RBIs in that first month. Jesse Winker had a good month, 6 home runs, 308. Batting average for him. It's been very impressive. I like this acquisition so far. Brandon Lowe's kind of underperforming. 240, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. Willie Adames having a good year. A good start to the season. He always does, though. I love Willie Adames. And so is Greg Jones, 285 in that first month. I can't complain about Greg Jones, man. He really overperforms on what his hitting stats are, so I like him so far. Nate Lowe, 281. We we're a little harsh on this guy last year, but hey, 281's not bad to start the season. But I don't know. We still have that guy, Erik Ruiz, I really want to call up. And I think he gets called up in this episode. Yeah, I'm going to call him up in this episode. 286 for the rookie Bryan Ramirez as well. He's off to a good start to his rookie campaign. Josh Fegley's doing good on the bench. We got Will Myers hitting good against lefties. Jake Shiner, not too much. Same thing with Robertson and Estevan Florial. They hardly ever play. And they're not doing good when they do play. Blake Snell, 6-2, 3 on the dot with the ERA. Woodruff, 3.6, so not bad starts from them at all. Yanni Chirinos is a little bit up there, but it's early. Not too worried about him. Jordan Balazovic is next. He's having the same Jordan Balazovic year he had last year, mid-4s. Is his ERA. I've just decided to accept it. Brandon McKay, though, that ERA is unacceptable, and he might need to get sent down to teach him kind of a lesson. Just find your stuff. Like, I get it. I'm not giving up on him, but maybe he just needs to go down and find his stuff, and then he'll be called back up. Happens in the majors. It's part of the game. It's all part of the game. Matt Bowman's doing all right. Castillo's doing okay. Colin Poche's having a good start out of the bullpen. Givens, whatever, mediocre. Chad Green, not great, but he only pitched 6 innings so far out of the bullpen. And then Jose Alvarado, mediocre, of course. And then Tyler Glasnow so far, 8 innings pitched, 1.13 ERA, and we take a look to the saves and blown saves, 6-0 so far. We like to refer to that stat with Glasnow because I just feel like a genius reverting him to a closer. Anyway, first game in this episode, first of 4. We're going to have a normal 4-game episode today. Seattle Mariners up first, and they still haven't gotten any better. They're doing really bad, and they're just a bad team. There's nothing more to it. They got Gregory Polanco, but he is going to go down swinging in the first inning. So an easy 1-2-3 inning for Balazovic in the first. And we're going up against this guy, Victor Rodriguez. Considering the length of that beard, I'm pretty sure he's not a real prospect, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, second inning, we got a runner on second, 1 out. It's Greg Jones going deep off the top of the wall, off the base of the wall there in right field. It's going to be an RBI, 1 out RBI triple for Greg Jones. That speed is just so fast. Next, Nate Lowe. He's going to fly one into shallow left. We're going to test the arm there of the left fielder because I think it's Nicky Delmonico, but why not? It's Greg Jones. We knew Delmonico didn't have a great arm, even though it was shallow. We just said, why the hell not? It's going to be 2 outs anyway. So we sent him and throws way offline, so it's 2-0. Balazovic pitching good this game so far in the 4th. Run on second, 2 outs. They don't want to test Meadows' arm there. It was hit into shallow right. They were playing him up. And then next batter flies out into foul territory all the way down the line, and Winker runs over and makes the catch and braces himself up against the wall. Nice catch by Winker. Balazovic still cruising along here. That's the 6th. It gets Mitch Haniger to strike out again. Beautiful slider. He's had all his stuff working this game. In the 8th, it's still 2-0. Ian Happ strikes out swinging. The inside off-speed pitches always get me, I feel like. In the 9th, we brought in Glasnow because Balazovic had like 120-something pitches. So we just go to our lights-out closer, and he gets the job done. 1, 2, 3 with multiple Ks in there. Light work from our closer, Glasnow. 2-0 win. A beautiful pitching performance from Balazovic as well. And we did make the decision. We sent a few more games, and the ERA Just they pretty much did the same, 7.13. We went ahead and got him out of there. Let's just move him to AAA so he can find his stuff. We have a lot of prospects ready. I was debating on whether it'd be Neil Kelly again, Shane Baz, or Sandy Gaston, but I decided to go with Nick Lodolo because he's probably the most MLB ready stat-wise, and he is 24 years old. So let's call him up. We got him in the trade for the Reds. For some reason, I can't remember who I traded to them off the top of my head. I'll find it. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but whatever. We got Nick Lodolo in a trade, and he is going to make his major league debut against the Washington Nationals in this game, going up against Tim Cate, some guy who has having a good season so far. And let me just tell you, this guy was pitching really good. He's hard to hit. A hanging 12-6 curve is going to get belted over the left field wall by Ian Happ, but that's pretty much the only miscue that Tim Cate had this game. As we'll cruise along here and you'll see exactly what I mean. But Tim Cate hangs that one, and Ian Happ didn't miss it. Nick Lodolo in his debut. Number 86, I like it. It looks like a lefty's number. Lefty starting pitcher's number 86. So Juan Soto in the first is going to go down looking on a nice slider. That's going to be his first major league strikeout. Nice front door slider. I had him fooled. And there it is. First major league strikeout from Nick Lodolo. Looking good here in the first. He would then get next batter Miguel Sano to strike out as well. That was not the best slider in the world, but it fooled Sano. First time through the order, they haven't seen Lodolo before. Going to get fooled. Speaking of second time through the order, Sano swinging the bat this time, but hits it hard, but right at the shortstop. It's a double play. It's tied at 1 at this point. Max Muncy's up next, and he's going to fly one in the right, and that's going to end the fourth inning. Solid so far through 4. Only he's given up 1 run. We're jumping ahead to the 7th, though. They scored a couple more runs during that quick sim, so it's 3-1 Nationals. In trouble is Michael Givens. Strikeout, and then Gary Sanchez, strikeout. All 3 of those strikeout pitches were mistakes. I don't know how in the world I got away with that. All fastballs in the middle part of the plate. In the 8th, Erik goes, we still can't hit. At this point, we only still have, I think, that 1 hit. I think that 1 hit is all we have. Ian Happ home run in the first, and we were completely shut down going forward. So in the 9th, down to our last out, it's Wander Franco. Hits one hard up the middle into center, but caught way too much height. It's going to be right at the center fielder. And this game's over. Tim Cate gets the win, pitches a gem. We only got 1 hit that game. Anyway, we're calling up another prospect. This time, it's a big-time prospect who's probably going to stay on the team for good and take over that first. He's a good chance to take over that first baseman job. Erik Ruiz from the Dominican. We drafted him year 1. You see how good his stats were against lefties and righties. I mean, Nate Lowe's not batting terrible, 264, still 4 home runs, but it's time for a switch, man. Erik Ruiz just looks too good, and we're trying to win the World Series this year. We got to call the kid up. He's raking in AAA as well. There he is over there stretching, ready for his debut. His debut is going to be against Shohei Ohtani, so it's not going to be easy, but he does have a 6.15 ERA this year, and we are going to counter that with Brandon Woodruff. Hopefully get a good outing out of him. In the first, 1 on, 2 outs, nice K there. Jumping ahead to the second, it's old teammate James McCann, he strikes out looking. Here's the first at bat for Erik Ruiz. We're up 1-0 at the time. It's a 2-2 count, and he is going to serve this Shohei Ohtani fastball in the left field. Pitched on the outside corner, and he took it that way. A great piece of hitting. It's his first major league hit for Erik Ruiz. A good job for the youngster. Only good things to say about this guy. Stats are incredible. Speaking of youngsters, though, we got another rookie batting behind him. So they're batting back-to-back in the order, 8th and 9 for his debut. It's Bryan Ramirez. He gets a fastball right down the middle, and he didn't miss it. That one was into the left center field gap. I did not think that was going to go, but it ends up leaving the ballpark 412 feet to left center. Home run for Bryan Ramirez, and it's the young rookies getting us on the board in this game, making the lead 3-0. Mike Trout rips a line drive over the fence and into the bullpen, into the Expos bullpen. That ball was smoked, 110 off the bat from Mike Trout. Erik Ruiz in his second at bat he takes his fastball almost in the same spot as he hit the last one. This time he didn't serve it to left. He pulled this one absolutely way out of the stadium. That ball's fucking smoked. That hit the sign back there in right field. It hit the show sign. That was 436 feet for his first major league home run in his second major league at bat. An absolute bomb from Erik Ruiz. The dugout's giving him the silent treatment, but they're going to come up and congratulate the kid. That fucking shit was a rocket. I'm glad I called this guy up. Meadows now, Rendon second, nobody out. He's going to get a hold of this one, and that ball's gone. Not as deep as Erik Ruiz's, but that's gone as well. His 11th of the season. That's a 2-run shot, makes it 6-2. Mike Trout already has a 1 home run this game. He's going to take this one to dead center into the bushes out there. That create that batting eye in the center. That's a home run. 6-3 now. So we're only up by 3. Very next batter, Anthony Rendon. He gets one and hits it to the left center field. And that ball's gone. I went way off the rocks there. That shit was blasted as well. 442 feet. My goodness. And just like that, we're only up by 2. We had a call to the bullpen. We had to bring in Matt Bowman. He's in trouble, though. Bases loaded, 2 outs. So we're only up by 2 at this point. We got to leave him in because he hasn't faced the 3 batters yet, because that was Woodruff who had those first 2 guys on, I believe. I think it's the first 2 guys on. But he gets out of trouble. Winker strikes out swinging in the 9th. We're still up by, we're up by 3 at this point. It's Mike Trout swinging on a nasty slider by Glasnow. And Glasnow's going to close this one out by getting Justin Upton. Just blew him away. Not even close. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. No chance. And we pick up a win. Last game of the episode is against the Chicago White Sox. They've become a bit of a rival for us in this series. We don't like them at all whatsoever. I think they've beaten us the most times throughout this whole series. I don't think any other team has gotten more wins off us than the Chicago White Sox. But whatever, it's Snell versus Dylan Cease. So a good matchup. Bottom of the first, it's Ian Happ. 3-2, 2 out, nobody on. And Happ is going deep into right center field. The only question was whether it'd be high enough. And of course it was. Ian Happ hardly ever hits a ball in the outfield that isn't gone. That's a home run. It's 1-0. In the second, it's Nick Madrigal with first and second, 1 out. It's going to ground out into a 6-4-3 double play to end the second. So Snell escapes the jam. Here's Erik Ruiz batting .346 early on in his MLB career. He slaps this one the other way. That ball's right there. But he slaps that one the other way. 27 speed. He's chugging it in the second for a leadoff double here in the third, giving us a shot. Wander Franco with a guy runner on. 1 out, runner on third, and Franco hits this one way high. I mean, super high, almost hit the roof of the dome, and it goes off the right field wall. It's a stand-up triple for Wander Franco and an RBI, and it's 2-0 Expos. We didn't bring home Franco from that. Another double play. Snell's going to get out of it again. 2-1, though. We give up a run to Chicago. Yasmani Grandal in the 5th. He is going to go down swinging on a nice slider by Blake Snell. Those inside sliders are Snell's best pitch. I love throwing that. Here we go again. Base hit, though. White Sox got a little bit of a rally going in the 7th. Snell's over 100 pitches at this point. But I had a good feeling about leaving Snell in, and he strikes out Nick Madrigal. That's a nasty curve on the outside corner. Madrigal held up in time, but it actually hit the zone. Here's Monty Grandal, though, with 2 outs. Slices one in the gap, in the left center field gap. Greg Jones is going to cut it off, but a run's going to score. And just like that, the game is tied. But we still had Snell in there to just finish off the inning lefty, and he's going to get out of it. Almost blooped in. But a nice play by Willie Adames. In the 8th, it's Colin Poche facing Yon Moncada. And Moncada smashes this hanging curveball way out of here in the left field. And that's his 15th of the season. A 400-foot blast puts us down 2. Austin Meadows, though, is going to try everything to get this game back tied. That one's deep at the track, but a nice play by Nomar Mazara up against the wall. We jump ahead later into the 9th. 5-2, so we're down 3 now. Ian Happ's going to start things off with the leadoff double. So it's a little bit of a promising start to the 9th inning. It's a leadoff double for Ian Happ. A couple batters later, it's Brandon Lowe. Rips one up the middle for a base hit. The run didn't really matter at this point, but I was like, whatever, I think I could score anyway, and I sure did. Ian Happ gets in there, 5-3, tying runs at the plate now. Willie Adames, he's hit some clutch home runs for us this series so far. But that's going to be a 4-6-3 double play to end the ball game, and we lose yet again to the Chicago White Sox. So whatever. I hope we see them in the playoffs this year. I hope we don't have to play like the Yankees or the Red Sox or someone. I hope we get to see the White Sox in the playoffs so we can knock them out yet again. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next month of June in the next one. And as we get into the mid-end of what may be the final season of this franchise. Still haven't decided yet, by the way. But don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode very soon. Thanks.